imagine that your sales was about 100,000, okay? And then you had cost of goods sold that is 13,000. In order to arrive at your gross profit, you simply do what? Deduct that from there. Okay? So 100K minus 30. So sales less cost of goods sold gave us our gross profit, right? And then we went ahead to calculate our net profit. So our gross profit minus our admin expenses, that gives us what? Our net profit. This is your net profit. So it's important as a business owner that you have understanding of these things so that you will know how to reinvest your capitals into different projects. Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be discussing about cost of goods sold. We will understand how to calculate cost of goods sold. Okay, as a business owner, you should be able to understand the cost of the goods that you sold in order to understand your profit at the end of the day, because as a business owner, you are there to make profit. And just randomly buying and selling without understanding if the business is profiting, it doesn't worth it. So this video is here to give you an insight. So I've written out the question we're going to be solving, right? By the end of today's video, you should be able to know how to calculate cost of goods sold. All right. Cost of goods sold is simply the cost of the goods that you sold to your customers. What does it cost me to sell these goods to my customers? When you started a business, you have your inventories. You had your inventory delivered to your store or your office, and you've made some series of purchase of inventory here and there. Because at the end of the day, the amount of inventory that you started with at the beginning of the month is definitely not the amount of inventory you will have at the end of the month, because you've sold some of it, right? We understand what is the cost of that goods that we sold to our customers. And once you understand this, right, you will now have understanding of what your profit is, whether or not your business is making profit. So if today is your first time stopping by to my channel, my name is Victoria. On this channel, I teach all things accounting. So do well to subscribe, like this video, okay, and let us get started. So we have this question written out, okay, and it says, a business started a boutique business, okay, with 8,000, whatever currency it might be. You can say pound or dollars, okay? In this case, let's use dollars, okay? He started the business with 8,000 worth of inventory, okay? And during the year or during the month, he purchased other inventories worth of 12,000, right? And he had delivery charge for those goods, right? To deliver the item to the boutique, to the shop, right? He spent $500, okay? And during the same month, the business returned goods worth of 1,000 back to the supplier, probably because of the goods is defected or whatever. He returned 1,000 worth of goods back to the supplier for whatever reason that is. And finally, at the end of the month, he counted the inventory, and the leftover goods, the unsold goods, is worth about 6,500. So now the problem is we want to understand what is the cost of goods that we've sold. The first thing to do is we have a systematic approach on how to calculate cost of goods sold, and it starts with what? Your opening balance. So you ask yourself, what is the opening balance of the inventory at the start of the month? Based on the question that we've written out, we had started the business with $8,000 worth of goods. Okay? And then during the month, we purchased additional inventory. And then you say, add purchases. Okay? So we bought additional clothing worth 12,000. Okay, we add that. and we had delivery charge, we're going to say add carriage. Okay, carriage inward. All right, that is the delivery charge, and it's worth 500. Okay, and again, we return goods worth of 8,000. All right, so we're going to say let's return outward. How much is that? 1,000. Okay, we're adding carriage, we're reducing return outward. Yeah, and finally, we have 6,500 worth of goods left at the end of the month. We'll say less closing stock, and it's worth 6,500. When you put this in the calculator, here it's going to be cost of goods sold. It can also be called COG, okay? COGS. All right? Cost of goods sold. When you put this together, 8,000 plus 12,000 plus 500 minus 1,000 minus 6,500, that will be 13,000. Okay? Worth of goods. So the amount of the goods that was sold during the month, right, is actually worth 13,000. And if you go ahead to compute your full profit and loss statement, you see, let's imagine that your sales was about 100,000, okay? And then you had cost of goods sold, that is 13,000. In order to arrive at your gross profit, you simply do what? Deduct that from there. Okay? So 100K minus 13K. That will give you 87,000. This will be your what? Your gross profit. Once you get your gross profit, okay? It's not part of what we're doing today, but I just wanted to give you more insight on how profit and loss statements are calculated, especially in manufacturing industry, okay, or retail industry, right? So sales, or you can call it revenue as well, okay, revenue. So sales less 13,000, which is the cost of goods sold, will give us 87,000, which is the gross profit. So from this gross profit now, you can now deduct all your, I hope you can see, admin expenses. Let's imagine your admin expenses were, let's say, 30,000. Okay. Let's imagine it is 30,000. You deduct from it 7,000. Okay. And that will give you your net profit. So once you deduct 30,000 from 87,000, that will give you what? 57,000. And this is your final net profit. Hope you guys can see clearly. So yes, this is how to compute cost of goods sold. However, we moved on to calculate our gross profit, which is not part of the equation today, but we're glad we did that so that you can have more understanding of it. So sales less cost of goods sold gave us our gross profit, right? And then we went ahead to calculate our net profit. So our gross profit minus our admin expenses, that gives us what? Our net profit. This is your net profit. So it's important as a business owner that you have understanding of these things so that you will know how to reinvest your capitals into different projects. So we've come to the conclusion of today's video. If you enjoyed preparing this little profit and loss statement with me, let me know in the comment section by subscribing, liking, if you can, share. And I'm going to see you all on my next one. Bye for now. Bye.